I cloned my voice to get AI to do my auditions for me. And what happened blew my mind. And stay tuned to the end of the video and I will show you a direct comparison of the AI model I made and my natural speaking to see if you can tell the difference. So sit back, grab a notepad and buckle up. We are gonna get learned. Is that a word? Learned? You're about to see something that nobody has done before, or at least talked about doing it. My whole goal was to clone my voice to get a decent enough voice clone because they're starting to get pretty good, to see if I could do all the auditions I can't get to. So as a lot of you that are regulars on this channel know, I do like 50, 60 auditions in a day, and I get a lot more than that and I can't do them all. So I usually start at the highest budget and go down to the bottom. And some actors out there on pay-to-play sites, for the low-level jobs, like the ones like $200 or less, they'll submit their demos. Clients can't really get they can't get a good enough sample from your demos to hear how that's going to sound on their script, and they really want to hear what your voice sounds like on your script. And all the time I see no demos. All auditions that submit demos will be deleted. We want to hear your voice on our script. So I was like, well, if I can make a good enough voice clone, it can do my auditions for me. And instead of doing 50, 60 auditions a day, I could do, I don't know, 500, 600. If I get somebody working for me who's going to copy and paste the script into the voice clone, and you see where I'm going with this, right? So I did exactly that. I tried to place myself with AI and failed spectacularly. But what I learned made me a better voice actor. It really did. The whole thing, again, was, can AI do all my auditions? So I don't have to. Spoiler alert, it got weird and also kind of amazing. Why I wanted to try this. Why I wanted to try to do this was, well, number one, save time. I wanted to explore ways to streamline my audition process and save time. I got a baby on the way too. And sometimes even when you're traveling, you're on the road, you don't always want to bring your booth setup with you. What if you could just get AI to do it for you? And when I had a meeting, an interview with Rolf Veldman from, don't kill me, Rolf, from the CEO of Voice123, he thinks that auditions, manual auditions, are going to be a thing of the past, that everyone's just going to use their voice clone to do the auditions. I don't know, it opens up a whole new world. So I wanted to be the first in the market to try and do this. I was curious to see how the latest AI voice technology could perform and what its capabilities were. I heard a few different things, and there was a couple of companies I was looking at, which were Respeecher and 11 Labs. But because we're going to save time and we need to get those pay-to-play auditions in right away, I had to go with the faster one. I heard Respeecher's a little better. I haven't tried it yet as of this video anyway. So I went with 11 Labs so I could do it super speedy. As a voice actor, I was intrigued by the idea of experimenting with AI to see what it could do and what it couldn't do. Respeecher's got a lot of cool capabilities. It can make you sound older, it can make you sound younger, it can make you sound cross-gendered, different accents, all that. But I really, for the purpose of this exercise to do my auditions for me, I just wanted it to sound like me, but it had to sound good like me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just read a script. I put a bunch of different emotions, personality whenever I could. So, I had to train it. I had to do a lot. So how did I build this thing? I had to do 3+ hours of recorded reads covering every emotion. So as I was going about all my auditions, I'd save them. I usually don't, but this time I did. And I made sure I performed the shit out of it. I didn't phone anything in. I did every audition as good as I could. And then I plugged that into the clone, and I had to get about 3 hours. Took me 4 days, 3-4 days, something like that. And I used 11 Labs to train the clone. What I expected AI to be capable of. I expected it to be able to do, basic 15-second reads, things that weren't too crazy, not a lot of dynamics, just my voice on like a training video or something like that. I expected it to be able to do that. Dynamic reads, 30 seconds plus, is a crapshoot. 50-50 chance it could work out. I didn't expect it to be able to do too good of a job there and replace me. I didn't think that would be able to do that. And one thing I want to clarify too, I wasn't trying to get it to replace me for jobs, just the auditions. And it was an experiment more than anything. And I got the okay from Voices and from Voice123 to do this. And as of the time of this video, I'm not doing it right now, but stay tuned. There's some really eye-opening things, and I'm going to show you what it sounds like. It's actually pretty damn close. So here's what actually happened. The clone was adept at matching tone and delivering short reads, but it struggled with conveying genuine emotion, maintaining flow, which it could do pretty good in about 10 to 20 seconds of a basic read, but it really fell flat incorporating my sense of humor and personality, which I put into every read I do. You know, I'm a former comedian, a lot of personality, maybe too much personality sometimes, and I put that into all my reads. And AI couldn't replicate that. It couldn't do it. So every now and then it would kind of get close. And in short little bursts, I could fool people. I fooled Heather. I fooled my baby mama. We'll get into that a little bit more in a second. Tone matching, like 90%. It sounded like me. Emotion conveyance, 70%. It's like, you know, depending on how long you listen to it. Flow and personality, 25%. It's not me. What I did to test it is after I made it, I tweaked it a little bit, and I'll show you the buttons you can use to do that inside 11 Labs. And I played it for Heather, who hears my voice every day. And I told her, I was like, listen, here's a documentary read. I picked one that wasn't a lot of emotion. It was just kind of like informational. And I said, listen, this is a big audition. It's a documentary series, and I really want to get this. Can you give me some feedback? I didn't tell her it was an AI clone. And I played it for her, and she said, hey, that's a really good job, babe. Yeah, that's great. I was like, oh my God, it fooled her. It worked in about a 20-second burst. She couldn't tell it was me. And then I told her, I was like, that's actually not me. I didn't do that audition. She goes, what? I'm like, that was AI. So in like 10 to 20 seconds, it can fool you. Scary, right? But here's the thing. It really couldn't, as I tried doing more and more auditions, it couldn't do my spontaneity. You know, I'll look at a script and I'll do things that it can't do. Like, you know, the way a script is written, you can see it, all the punctuation, all the sentences, all the commas and all that. In order for it to read, like when I read a script, I don't follow that punctuation at all. I'll put periods in the middle of sentences where periods don't exist. I will put exclamation points where they don't exist. I'll ignore exclamation points and all that. I basically take the script that they give me and I make it mine and regurgitate it out the way that I speak. And AI can't do that. And it doesn't make those little things in the moment, those little bits of inspiration. It doesn't happen. Instinct, tapping into natural intuition and gut feelings to guide the performance. You know, sometimes you feel the script. That's the only way I can explain it. And you just kind of go with your gut. It doesn't do that. It just goes at face value of what's happening in the script. Emotion, it's sometimes you can hear it in the breaths too. Like it's pretty scary, pretty close that way. Creativity, nah, it's not there with the creativity. It's going to follow the script pretty much as written. It's not going to make any bold choices. It's going to be your personality, your spontaneity, your instinct, your emotion, and your creativity that sets you apart from AI. And those who make their performances truly unique are irreplaceable. And this is what I'm saying when I started playing around with this thing, really illuminated how imperative it is to sound like you and to make a script your own and to just put every ounce of you into your reads. That's what's really going to set you apart. AI is never going to replace us as long as you're being you. If you're just reading and relying on the fact that you have a good voice, you're in a lot of trouble. AI is coming for you. You're going to have to learn how to put your own personality into it. You see, even just how I did that there, I said, you're in a lot of trouble. AI is coming for you. If that was written down, it would just say, you're in a lot of trouble. AI is coming for you. And that's how AI would deliver it. See what I'm saying? It doesn't have your personality. And I really tried to do personality reads and it can't figure it out yet. Why it fails? Doesn't feel the script. Lacks the emotional intelligence and intuitive understanding of the script that human voice actors possess. Doesn't make bold choices, doesn't react like a human. It gets close. And like I said, 10 to 20 seconds, if there's not a lot of dynamics, not a lot happening, the script's purely informational, can get pretty close, but you can still do a better read than it. The only thing AI can't copy is you. So be you. Put more you into your reads. If you're just reading it, you're going to get stomped. You're going to get curb stomped by AI. Like I said, after I was doing it, I felt like my auditions got way better. Well, they did get way better because I just started putting so much personality into it and stopped doing any kind of flat reads, no informational reads, anything that I felt my AI clone could do, as well as my own voice. I would just go back and I would make it even better. And after realizing that AI couldn't replace my spontaneity, my instinct, my emotion, I learned to just trust my instincts more and make bold choices on every audition I do. I wouldn't make insane choices, just bold choices. Something to set myself up for the pack just a little bit, you know? And it paid off because I booked 9 voiceover jobs last week. 9. The previous week I have a calendar and I keep my bookings in my face so I know when I'm doing well and when I'm failing. So I could see it and light a fire under my butt. The previous week I booked 3. The previous week I booked 3, and then last week I booked 9. You know, the proof's in the pudding. Yeah, it really lit a fire under my butt about how to set yourself apart from AI. If you're just reading it, you're gonna get stomped. Personality wins. Safe and polished, which is like what a lot of people do when they get into it. They think they need to play it safe, give the client exactly what they want. They need it to be polished and sound like a voiceover. That versus personality and real and not perfect reads, ones where you even might mumble a little bit or jumble words together. That's gonna win every time. The personality and the real read every time. Emotional expression 100% of the time. Bold choices 100% of the time. Be authentically you 100% of the time. Be you 100% of the time. Key takeaway from this video. The key takeaway is that voice actors should embrace their unique human qualities, being bold, real, and true to their own personality. While AI can handle some technical aspects, it can't replicate the spontaneity, instinct, and creative spark that makes a great performance. Now, what did it say to present? You can tell I made these slides if Parush is showing these slides. I made them with AI, by the way. It's even the AI slides are it says the presenter's journey shows that learning your path, leaning into your irreplaceable edge as a human performer is the path to success in the voice acting journey. Yes, it's true, but I would never talk like that. Leaning into all the idioms, all the things that make you you, all the tics, all the mannerisms, the way you speak, how your tonality goes up sometimes and it goes down, different than anybody else. Lean into that. I was gonna say stuff. I'm not swearing anymore. I'm about to be a dad, so now I don't swear. Lean into all that stuff that makes you you and imperfect, and it's going to set you apart from AI. You're going to crush AI like that. If you don't have a personality, develop one. No, like you're really, really, really going to put yourself into these reads. And if you're having trouble putting yourself into your reads and you think that you're, a little bit robotic, go get some coaching. Join VoiceOver School. We got like 170 killers in there, all putting their personality into reads. We just had 6 people nominated for 8 One Voice Awards. So come join us. They say that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Who are you spending time with in VoiceOver right now? Get into an active community where people are lifting each other up, talking about the positive aspects of VoiceOver, not the negative ones, and all helping each other sound just a little bit more real. So if you want to work with us, check the links below. The VoiceOver School. If not, like I said, take away from this video, AI can't replace you as long as you're being you at your most authentic self, making bold choices, putting your personality into it. AI can't replicate it. Now, as promised, here is my voice. So here's the read, me versus AI. So here we got here. Here's an audition I put in. So this is my AI voice, okay? And I tried to put some ... and make it sound like how I would talk. Messed around with this a little bit, which took some time. I would have been able to do this audition faster than I could try and make this sound good. So here we go. This is the, as you see over the settings side, JC first clone, multilingual 11 labs. So this is the high end one. Stability. So this stuff is more variable. It gives it more emotion, but you really don't want to drop it below 40. Similarity, high. I don't exaggerate the style. That's for when you're using it for a different language. Speaker boost makes it sound more like me. So here we go.
We started Daisy with a promise. Make property management more transparent, more productive, and just plain better for board members. Well, today, we're moving one step closer to that goal with the release of Daisy Dashboard 2.0. Dashboard 2.0 takes everything board members have ever wanted out of building management and organizes it in one place. Task management, where you can see and feel the progress being made in your building, with immediate access to everything boards need to make smarter, well-informed decisions. And yes, you can do it all from your phone.
Not bad, right? Not bad. Pretty close at times. But it really, as soon as I got to hear 2.0 and then Dashboard 2.0, you could hear it get a little robotic. But for like 3 lines here, it was pretty close. So this is me reading it now. So you just heard the AI. Now it's me. We started Daisy with a promise. See that? I put a pause after Daisy. That's how I do that. I don't rush through that line. So that sets me apart right away, because I take my time. Make property management more transparent, more productive, and just plain better for board members. Well, today, we're moving one step closer to that goal with the release of Daisy Dashboard 2.0. Dashboard 2.0 takes everything board members have ever wanted out of building management and organizes it in one place. Task management, where you can see and feel the progress being made in your building, with immediate access to everything boards need to make smarter, well-informed decisions. And yes, you can do it all from your phone, right? So my read certainly wasn't perfect, but you could tell more dynamics, more personality, more me. And AI could get kind of close, but it can't touch it. Let's regenerate one more time to hear it one more time.
We started Daisy with a promise. Make property management more transparent, more productive, and just plain better for board members. Well, today, we're moving one step closer to that goal with the release of Daisy Dashboard 2.0. Dashboard 2.0 takes everything board members have ever wanted out of building management and organizes it in one place. Task management, where you can see and feel the progress being made in your building. With immediate access to everything boards need to make smarter, well-informed decisions. And yes, you can do it all from your phone.
Right? It's not bad. Not bad, but still, it's like me hungover. Where I'm just like phoning it in. I might mess around with it a little bit more and see if I can make it a little better. But I think with those low-level job auditions, I might try it a little bit more, see if I can book one. But I think the main thing to do, because I can tell, is to tell them that I'm doing the auditions. I didn't tell them at first because I wanted to see if they could notice. And I got approval to be able to do that. And again, I certainly wouldn't do the job with the AI. I would do it myself. But yeah, I did get a few shortlists with it. And there's other things that factor into that too. Sometimes they just shortlist me because I have over 300 5-stars next to my name, or because I asked for one in my proposal, or maybe they just like the AI. But either way, not quite ready to go yet. But yeah, I think it's interesting tech. I'm big on the AI stuff to help you in your voiceover business, learning lots of stuff. And I'm definitely all about taking that first plunge to see if I can find something that might help you guys out. So appreciate all the support of the channel. If you got value out of this video, hit like, hit subscribe, comment below, share it with somebody you like, share it with somebody you hate. What better way to get back at your enemies than to share a video of someone you can't stand? Other than that, join VoiceOver School if you want to get ahead in voiceover, links below. Other than that, I'm Jesse. This has been another video, and this was all real. No AI voice acting in except for the 11 Labs thing here. I'm a real person, is what I'm saying. Goodbye.